one thing, and I've spoken to Senator Leahy about this, that we're thinking of doing is calling Patrick Fitzgerald, the prosecutor, before us. You know, he's not allowed to talk about what happened before the grand jury, but he did interview the president and the vice president, not before a grand jury, and he might have some very interesting things to say. He issued a rare statement after the commutation that was very harsh in condemning it, and with good reason. The average guidelines, the Justice Department guidelines in these types of situations call for 30 to 37 months in prison. That's what Libby got. And so there are thousands and thousands of people who committed the same crime who are sitting in jail, and Scooter Libby is not. And that's just not fair. That's not equal justice before the law. This is the real difference here. It hasn't really been brought out. Under commutation, the person who's commuted has much greater Fifth Amendment rights, and so it means that if there were a pardon, Libby could be called before Congress to testify on a whole bunch of things. Commutation makes it much, much harder to do that, and I think that's an unspoken reason why the president did this.
You're saying the commutation...
Let me just say one other thing.
Senator Schumer, just let me make sure I got my arms around this. You're saying what a commutation does is, in essence, insulate the White House further from Scooter Libby being...
To a far greater extent. Yes, to a far greater extent than pardon. Commutation, you're allowed to keep your Fifth Amendment rights, and therefore you can ask, don't have to answer many questions at all. And I think that may be one of the reasons here that they commuted rather than pardon. Most Republicans, as Orrin said, preferred pardon.